Hi, everybody. Matt Noyes. Great to be with you. 1 Degree Outside Weather Network, 1degreeoutside.com. Here we are the day after the 4th of July, but still a lot of holiday weekend to go. Here's a rundown. Look, normally we give you just the 24-hour forecast in our 1 Degree Outside today, then we give you insights later. Putting it all together today so you can dip in here in the beginning. I'll cover you through fireworks. If you want all the details through the weekend, stick around for the rest of the video here. So we'll start out with the humidity sticking around. That's going to fuel some rounds of showers and storms in the days ahead. We think particularly today, tomorrow, less so on Sunday. Air quality starts to slide a bit today. If you're real sensitive to that, you'll notice the difference. The longest days have passed, but the warmest days on average are still ahead. It's actually in the middle of the third week of the month, so you still have plenty of summer that's ahead of us here. Nonetheless, in terms of the fireworks forecast next couple of nights, both nights there's going to be some leftover showers floating around after we get done with scattered showers and thunder over the course of the afternoons. Both nights are going to be in the 70s at fireworks time, and both nights are going to be humid. In terms of heading to the beach, humidity with you. Look, there's a 40% chance of showers and storms at any given time at any of our beaches. Generally, we're going to find the highest chance here in the first part of the day for the southern New England beaches. Then it drifts north into central and northern New England beaches as we get into the afternoon. We're going to cover that in just a moment. Rip current's not a problem for New England. Once again, south side of Long Island down in New Jersey, just like yesterday, a moderate rip current risk there. Meanwhile, here's what's going on for us in terms of the predicted radar. Look, you'll see the trend. And Danielle and I always tell you, don't go exactly by the placement of each of these things here as we go through the day. But you can see at midday, still southern New England is into the showers and storms. We encourage you to use our app for the more precise placement, especially in the past plus future mode. Gives you the next few hours, tends to be on the money pretty well. Notice as we get to the later afternoon, a lot of far southern New England is pretty much done with the showers and storms, but they're drifting gradually to the north. By, let's say, about 7 p.m., they're positioned across southern New Hampshire, western central Mass, running up into a lot of Maine. And once you get to 10 p.m. at fireworks time for many, maybe 9:30 for some, notice a lot of the action has died down, but we couldn't tell you there won't be a single shower left over. There will be a couple of them. The more kind of localized stuff that you're used to getting from us on the 24-hour forecast, you can find where you're going to be today. Generally, though, temperature's going to be climbing up into the 80s, 70s on the Cape, but on the Cape, we make up for that with humidity. I mean, everybody is really humid. The dew point temperature around 70 degrees. Really, well, for the far southern New England, Connecticut, Rhode Island, the Cape, all the way through the upcoming weekend. Rest of us get a little bit of a respite on Sunday, but you can see the temperature still 85 to 90 in central New England today, in the 80s when you get across northern New England for that matter as well. And into the great north, you kind of outrun a lot of the showers and downpours that'll be cropping up, but there's still, when you get around the crown of Maine, you've got them. It's just more the Canadian provinces. They can stay kind of removed from that. Then overnight tonight, again, a lot of the showers kind of melt away. There'll be a few of them floating around. That's the case, too, on Cape Cod. It's a mild and muggy night for us. Temperatures right around 70 degrees. And here's the weather map as we get from the overnight tonight into Saturday. The problem Saturday is you've got all this humidity and you got a frontal system approaching. This is going to lead to multiple rounds of showers and storms that kind of bubble up in relatively scattered but patchy form across New England. So what you get is when you plot the chance of showers, you get a pretty broad area that's painted across New England. So be in the mindset to kind of duck in as showers and storms roll through on Saturday. We do think that Sunday, while it may start out with rain on the Cape and in portions of the mid-coast Maine and down east, we think a lot of New England has already dried out by the morning. You will see a slight drop in humidity on Sunday. For northern New England, it's a little bit more than slight. On the Cape, you never get the drop in humidity, but the rain after the morning at least ships out and gives you some better weather for the afternoon on Sunday. Then as we get into the day Monday, actually right now things look pretty good with high pressure building in on top of us here, so something to look forward to there. Meanwhile, here's your high temperature Saturday, rising into the 80s for just about everybody. So again, the humidity, the rounds of showers and thunder that we talked about that'll be developing. And then Sunday, I mentioned this yesterday, with the drop in humidity, you actually can warm the air a little bit more. So it's actually a little bit easier to hit 90 degrees as the humidity drops. Notice the South Coast, the Cape, unlikely to find that same kind of drop. And then Monday, you're still back up around 90 degrees, even with high pressure that's building in on top of you. All right, meanwhile, if you'd like to get our app and get your own 14-day forecast for your neighborhood, easy to do. Just search Noyes 1 Degree Outside Weather app. That's going to be in Apple App Store. For Google Android, it's almost easier just to go to our homepage, 1degreeoutside.com, click on the link in the banner at the top of the page. That's the way it looks for now. Hope you've got a great holiday weekend planned. We always appreciate you checking in right here for all your weather information at 1degreeoutside.com.